back, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at this Glock 17 here. Obviously, there's a few things that are a little bit different about it. This one here is a special run, limited edition. It's got the RTF2 frame, some added features that we'll get into here in a second, and no gills as well. So that's something that's a little bit different than what some of you guys have seen. But a special run. I believe Larry Vickers is the man behind these. He got together with Lipsies as well as Glock. Put this little project together, made 2,500 Glock 17s and 2,500 Glock 19s in this configuration. Right now, I'll try to ring the steel a little bit. After that, we'll step inside, take a quick look at what makes this different from your average Generation 3 17, and I think that'll pretty much do it. In terms of the RTF2 finish itself, you know, a lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. I personally love it. Some people say it's a little too aggressive, hurts their hands, or, you know, jacks up their clothing, or whatever the case may be. Honestly, it's my favorite of all the Glock texturing out there. It just really sticks in your hands, and I like aggressive grips as it is, so I guess it's sort of made for me, if you will. Some folks have reported that these Glocks, the Vickers version, are not as aggressive in terms of their texturing as other ones, and I have a bunch of other RTF2 Glocks like this 19 here. I think it feels exactly the same. I can't notice a difference, so I don't know if it's my particular gun or folks out there on the internet are just imagining things. I don't know either way. Some of the actual upgrades that the gun gets is it gets the Wilson combat sights. These are the night sight version, unlike the fiber optic version I reviewed earlier. But the rear sight has that nice U shape, which really draws your eye in there. Has some serrations on the back. Up front, we have the tritium insert on there, and serrations up front. And both these sit relatively high up. If you guys are looking for more information on those sights, check out my review video on them because I go into them in detail. The sights come installed on the pistol. The rest of the accessories do not. They actually come in a little bag with some stickers. You get your Tango down sticker, your Vickers sticker, as well as the other parts, which are going to be your base plates. These are the factory ones that I've removed, your extension, and your factory mag release. So you do have to install those yourself. Again, very simple with just a YouTube search. You'll find out how to do each part. But the slide lock or slide stop, however you want to call it, on the Vickers version comes out a little bit further than on your standard version. We'll take our Glock 17 here, and you can see the differences between the two. I'd imagine it's not much. It is just a touch further that it sticks out. It allows you to really lock the slide back with authority and send it home very easily. The mag release, again, is going to stick out just a touch longer. It's sort of in between if you have the Glock extended mag release, the factory one that comes on 34s and 35s, and the factory one. It's really right in the middle. You can get a good close-up and actually see it's just a little bit longer. Allows you to easily release that magazine if you have large hands like me without adjusting your grip. And those that need to adjust their grip, it's just kind of an easier point to find. The Tango down base plate here, when you compare it to a standard one, sticks out a little bit further, both in the front and on the sides, and the real advantage is on the sides, in my opinion. When you insert the magazine, and say you have a double feed or a failure to eject, if that slide is locked up and you need to rip that magazine out, you get a very good purchase here. You can see how wide they are and stick out, and you can really rip that mag out with authority. So really, actually, all of these controls are very helpful in terms of a double feed or failure to extract, whatever you want to call it, situation. It very much so helps in manipulating the controls. Those of you that follow me on Facebook know the story behind how I actually got this gun. Basically, when the gun was announced and it was announced that it would be going through Lipsies, I was somewhat disappointed. Not because I don't like Lipsies, but because my local gun shop that carries Lipsies is full of people that are pretty rude. They're salespeople and their staff, and I wanted nothing to do with them, and I don't want to give them my business. So sort of my choice there. So I was trying to figure out how I could actually get one of these guns. I wrote to Lipsies. I wrote to Circle with an AK, which I know is a Lipsies dealer. They tried to get some, but kept being told that there weren't any in stock and they couldn't reserve any for them. A bunch of my viewers wrote to Lipsies as well as wrote to Larry Vickers, which is awesome. I really appreciate the help there, guys, the assist. Eventually, Larry himself got involved and got one sent out to Circle 10 AK for me. So thank you to Larry Vickers, Lipsies, and Circle 10 AK for helping out. On a side note, if you guys are looking for these guns and you can't get one or don't want to get one from your local LGS like me, you can contact Circle 10 AK. I'll put an email below so you guys can contact them and see if they can actually get one for you, because they're willing to do so. But these guns are coming to market retail price somewhere between $600 to $700. I believe the actual price MSRP is over $700, but really everywhere I've seen them, they've been in that price range. So when you consider what you get, a lot of folks are like, oh, that's so much. When you consider that you get an RTF2 frame, which commands a premium on the market, look at Gunbroker if you don't believe me. You get the Wilson sights installed, all the accessories. Really, I think it's a very reasonable price. In fact, I really like all the accessories. The only one that I will be taking off, I put on for the review, the only one I'll be taking off is the slide stop, slide lock, slide release lever, whatever you want to call it. I personally just prefer the smooth ones. The other controls I really like, and I would imagine that I am in the minority in not preferring the extended slide release. A lot of folks I know really like it. So other than that, the gun's going to stay as is. I really like all the combinations that come on it. If you guys have any questions about this gun, anything else I covered here in the video, you can always post below in the comment section. As always, you can also post over at my Facebook page. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you learned a little bit about the gun and probably piqued your interest as well, but hope to see you in the next video.